got the X, I got the X. Maybe you thought you won, but I'm still undefeated.
Hey guys, just before this video starts, if any of you guys are looking to buy or sell any cheap Rocket League credits, blueprints, items, basically anything you want, AOEAH is a third-party website that buys and sells Rocket League items. If you want to check it out, use the link in the description and use code XYZ on your checkout for 6% off your order. Yo, what's going on YouTube? But welcome back to the channel. Today isn't really a news video because there's basically no news to cover. I mean, the item shop just reset. We got Striker Sky Blue Fireworks here, which you know is kind of cool, but I don't think that's worth 2,200 credits. I don't think that's worth buying. You got the brand new Octane framework. I guess it's not really classified as new anymore, but I made a video about this about a week ago about how this decal was really underrated, and I thought it was pretty cool. And I kind of looked at, like, you know, the crimson one and the titanium white version of it. And I think this decal is actually pretty cool, the way it's set up, like, definitely with the different color combinations you can make. I made a whole video about that, but I don't think Sky Blue is worth buying in the shop. Rocket League news page has had nothing except, like, they're updating some of the training packs. It's not really newsworthy for this channel because I mainly cover the trading aspect of things, the item shop aspect of things, anything that'll affect the Rocket League trading economy. Basically, RLCS fan rewards still have been dormant. Nothing has been changed or updated. So today, we're just going to open up crates until we get a black market, and whatever black market I get, I'm going to be giving away to one of you lucky viewers. At the end, when I pull the black market, I will go ahead and tell you guys how to enter that giveaway. But yeah, I just figured before we started opening crates, I just wanted to cover the tiny bit of news that isn't really news. Yeah, it's just kind of an unfortunate situation right now that we're in. Yeah, the RLCS fan rewards page, I've been checking that like pretty much every day, hoping that they'll update it, but it still says that, you know, we're getting emeralds and stuff, and it's like, well, these are definitely old. I'm like, okay, come on. We just want to see whatever's new. I'm hoping Apex come back, because Apex would be pretty cool. If they weren't, you know, so expensive like they are today. I just think they've gotten to a point where the price is a bit high. Like, if you have a pair of white Apex, realistically, the smartest option would have been to sell anytime when free-to-play, you know, kind of made the game spike in popularity. That's when I sold mine, because at that point, it's like, they aren't going higher than that. Most likely, and if they are, it would be very, very minimally high. Like, free-to-play made painted Apex spike so hard in price. I think white Apex went from like 100, 150 bucks is what I paid for mine before the spike, and then they spiked up to, like, I want to say I sold mine around like 400-ish, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, it's like, price spikes like that, you just can't justify not selling at that point. You should just snag the quick profit. And I mean, RLCS is, the items are always going to come back into rotation. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So for me, it was like, okay, I'll take my fast profit here, wait however long I got to. Apex will come back, I'll get another pair cheap. You know, I'm fine with waiting as long as I need to. Oop, I almost just fell. But yeah, I forget what black markets are in this crate. I think Heatwave is what we're going for. Painted 20XX would be cool. Yeah, Heatwave, Bubbly, Painted 20XX. A Painted Hex would be cool, but Painted Hexes aren't too expensive anymore, surprisingly enough. I still think Painted Slipstreams are like one of the best and coolest things that Rocket League has ever added. Like, when they revamp an old item, I think Painted Slipstreams definitely were some of the coolest revamps that Rocket League had done. I mean, Painted Reapers were because nobody really liked the Dabbing Reaper, even when it first came out, because the Dabbing Reaper came out like a year or two after, like, you know, dabbing was a huge thing. So by the point in time that Dabbing Reaper came out, dabbing was already seen as like cringy. So the Dabbing Reaper, nobody really liked it when it first came out. The only reason people like it now, for the painted versions, is just because it's rare. And I mean, I'll admit, you know, it does look kind of cool to see like the Grim Reaper pop out of a portal when you score, but the dab at the end kind of ruins it. But I will admit, it was definitely a very different goal explosion than like what we typically had. You know, almost every goal explosion up to that point and since then still has been like, you know, some form of something exploding. Up until that point, there was nothing, you know, popping out of a portal that the ball created, and that was something new that everybody loved. Ooh, titanium white roulette. But yeah, I'd say other than those two, when Rocket League revamped an item and added painted colors to it, I would say no other item really comes close to those two for popularity. I mean, Vampire Bats is the same story as, you know, the Dabbing Reaper, where it's like, nobody really liked it till they came out with painted versions, and then they were super rare because they released them super late. The only reason they're popular is because they're extremely rare. It's because they're super rare that everyone's like, oh, I have to have that, because it's something that they can't have. A big factor that plays into Rocket League economics, I've talked about this many times before, is the fact that everybody wants what you can't have. It's just a huge psychological thing with humans, is you always want what you can't have. And now the second that there's an item that maybe, you know, it's like the Crimson Aethers. Let's put that into perspective. There's like maybe, I don't know, I think when I had talked with DBD about his Crimson Aethers, he had even said there's like less than 10 Striker Crimson Aethers out there on the PC market. Most likely less than 10. At that point, the people that want it are the people that are like, okay, only 10 people or however many are out there. Let's say, for example, if there was 8 of an item, only 8 people can have that item. Now, if you have 9 people that want that item, people are gonna have to compete for it. Whenever there's an extremely limited item, it tends to bring more people into wanting it just because they think, oh, it's something I can't have, which makes them want it. Just kind of stupid to me. I try to look past things like that. Like I never buy into an item that I don't necessarily like myself. Like whenever I would invest in a Rocket League item, I would always have to look at it as, if this goes to $0, if it drops, if it becomes completely worthless, I'm okay with playing with this on my account. I'm going to enjoy this. That's why, even though I knew there were some good investments, like for example Crimson Aethers, I still didn't buy into them just because at the end of the day, if they became worthless, I didn't want to get stuck with them. I wouldn't enjoy that item. I wouldn't appreciate it. I wouldn't like it. It's just things like that you got to realize, the psychological aspects that go into economics. You have to realize and be able to look past when you're making investments yourself. You got to be able to realize, okay, this is a good investment, but why? And then once you see why, then you got to determine, okay, do I still want to invest in it because it's only going to go up for that reason? It's good things to always look out for. I am going to fast forward for a bit. I don't know why we haven't gotten a black market at this point. We've gotten like Sky Blue Zombas, we've gotten White Roulettes, Black Kalos. I've just been chilling here, and we've gotten like 3 or 4 painted exotics, and I'm sitting here like, okay, pretty nice. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward till we get a black market. So yeah, or I guess if we get anything good in the middle, we'll take a quick, highlights video. All right, let's speed up. Ooh, okay. Cobalt Dracos. That's like our 4th pair of painted exotics. Okay. I mean, I'll take that. Like, that's just cool. Alright, like... Another exotic. Okay, alright. We've gotten so many exotics. Let's trade some of them up for a black market. See if we can do that. Alright, core items. Let's see here. Let's do most recent. Yeah, we can get rid of K2s. Unpainted roulettes. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Let's see. What do I want to get rid of? Black roulettes. I can get rid of those. Hypnotics. Yeah, that works. Yeah, okay. Alright. Let's see what we get. Come on. Give us a good... Ooh! I'm actually kind of happy about that. Let's take a look at that. Forest Green Sub-Zero. Oh. Okay. Okay, I'll take that. Alright, Rocket League. Well, since this is my trade band account, you know, I've had times like this in the past where getting a tradable Forest Green Sub-Zero might be difficult. I'll go ahead and see how much they're selling for. But link in the description for my Discord server. If I can't get my hands on a Forest Green Sub-Zero easily, I'll go ahead and just give away a Heatwave black market instead, just because it's like one of the best black markets out there, pretty much. And I would assume it's probably a similar price. So if worst comes to worst, I can just offer the giveaway winner like however many credits this is worth if I can't easily find a tradable one. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Peace out.